Okay, so I'm going to go over the problems on the half-life worksheet if you want more of an explanation. So as I'm going through this, I have to figure out what I know. I'm either looking for 2 times in one amount or 2 amounts in one time. So in this first problem here, I see 2 times. I see 30 years and I see 90 years. And for amounts on here, I see 2.0 milligrams. Now, if you have 2 times, you first have to divide those and figure out how many half-lives it is, but the big one over the small. So the total time, the big one, is 90. The smaller time, the little one, the half-life time, is 30. So 90 over 30 is 3 half-lives. So what that means is over here, I need to number from 0 to 3. Don't forget the 0. Then I look at the amount, and I'm looking for things like remain, was at the start, was at the end. And so what I see in here is how much of this would remain here. And so that means my amount here is going to go at the top. So I start with that starting amount was 2.0, and since it's half-life, I know I'm going to divide by 2 or take half of it each time. So 2 is going to decay to 1, 1's going to decay to 0.5, and then 0.5 is going to decay to 0.25. I then check for my units here, and it's in milligrams, so I write the answer for the third half-life, what I had at the end, and it's 0.25 milligrams. Problem number 2, I see that I have 2.5 grams. I see the time on here is 28 years, and I see 0.31 grams. So when you have 2 amounts, you start at time 0 with the bigger amount. So the first thing I did here is I put at time 0, 2.5. Then I know since it's half-life, I'm going to divide by 2. I need to keep going until I get to the smaller amount. And it might not be the exact number, it might be rounded a little bit, and that's fine. So first I take 2.5, I divide it by 2. That's 1.25. I'm not there yet, I need to get to 0.31. So I divide that by 2, it's 0.625. Not there yet, but I can tell I'm getting close. Divide it one more time here, and I get 0.3125. Now, if it just asked me how many half-lives this was, I would be done. I would say 3. However, it wants to know how long does this take. So I'm going to take this number over here, 3 half-lives, and then I'm going to take the 28 years. So each half-life is 28, so 3 times 28 is 84. You could add 28, 28, 28 if you wanted to, so 84 years. All right, problem number 3, I see 73 hours, and I see 4.0 milligrams. And I see 146 hours. Now they told me here that's 146. I would have to figure out 6 days and 2 hours, 6 times 24, then add 2. I could figure that out myself. They didn't tell me. So the first thing I'm going to do is what's over here is divide those, 146 over 73. And you should be getting whole number answers to that, or very close. Like it might have been like 3.01 or 2.99 or something like that, but it should be right at the number. So then once I figure out how many half-lives this is, it's 2. I go over here, and I don't want to forget to put 0 first, a number from 0 to 2. And then I figure out if this is my first one or my second one on it. So if it says something like remains is left, is my starting number at the top. If it says how much was there at the beginning or at the start. So it does say will remain here, so that means this 4.0 here, I'm going to put right here. So then I'm going to take 4.0, I'm going to take half of that or divide by 2, that's 2.0. Not there yet on here because I need to go down to 2 half-lives, so divide it by 2 one more time. So my answer is 1.0. Now watch your units here, this time it's milligrams, so 1.0 milligrams. All right, and number 4, I see 150.0. I see 11.4 days, and I see 18.7. So I see 2 amounts. So when I have 2 amounts, I'm going to start at the top amount, and I'm going to keep dividing by 2. I don't know where to stop yet. I just know I'm going to stop when I get around 18.7. So 150.0 will go to 75.0. Half of that's 37.5. Half of that is 18.75, and that's where I want it to be. And again, with rounding, you might be slightly different, but that's fine. So I know now this is going to take 3 half-lives, but they gave us the total amount time here. So if they just said how many half-lives, it'd be done. But since they want to know how long the half-life is, I know that 3 half-lives is equal to 11.4. Then I'm going to divide it by 3 because that's for 3 and I just want to know for 1. So it'd be 3.8 days. So if you added that up 3 times, 3.8, 3.8, and 3.8, you'd get 11.4. So that's how it goes. And this one, each half-life has to be the same amount of time. Number 5, it tells you it took 180 seconds here to get over there. we had 5.0 at the end, so it's what's left here. And then the half-life is 60 seconds. So here it's 180 and 60, and sometimes they might say something like 3 minutes instead of 180, so just watch out for that. So first I'm going to divide the big one by the small one, and that tells me it's 3 half-lives. Once again, don't forget the 0, so number 0, 1, 2, and 3. And it tells you that it's going to decay when it gets there, and it tells you 5 grams was left. So that means we're going to put it down here and get 5.00. Now I need to work backwards here, and I need to make sure I'm doubling. So again, don't just add 5, you need to double it, so that if you went at the top and looked at this and checked 40 goes to 20 to 10 to 5, it should look like a backwards half-life problem where you have the start amount when you're done if you did it correctly. And once again, don't forget to go all the way up to 0. So in here, your answer is going to be 40 milligrams because I doubled it to 10, doubled it to 20, and then doubled it to 40. Okay, so at any point you have a percent problem, at time 0 you're going to have 100%, and if they give you a percent to have still left here, you're going to divide it by 2 each time. So 100 goes to 50, goes to 25, to 12.5, and 6.25. So that's 4 half-lives. Don't have to do anything extra here with it because it just wanted half-life. If they would have given you more info like time or total time, you can do more, but that's all we need here. All right, so fix your answers and resubmit it.